So probably the biggest hidden emotional cost in divorce is just the change itself. And a lot of us can't conceive of just how that's going to look and feel on the other side of divorce. But the closer you get to that moment, the more you feel it. And it's just this palpable, I don't know, for me, kind of a palpable fear, if you will, going through that divorce process. It's just it's one of those little sneaky hidden emotions that just don't come out right up front when you're considering it. You go through, you're going to change your friend set almost certainly when you get divorced. You know, friends take sides quite often. You're divorcing families. Maybe you really liked your in-laws. Well, they're almost certainly going to side with your ex now, and that's probably going to damage that relationship. Kids and friends. Now your kids are going to have different play groups, and you know maybe you're going to experience some emotional loss yourself from being in a different play group, and maybe you liked those moms in that other play group. There's just a myriad of hidden emotion negativities in a divorce, and you've really got to be prepared to deal with them. I will say there's some positive hidden emotional effects as well. You may not understand early on in the divorce just how great you're going to feel when you get to the other side of that divorce and how free and liberating life becomes all of a sudden. For most couples, a divorce is absolutely going to affect daily life once you actually get divorced. Most couples live together and work somewhat together up to the point of the actual divorce, and then they separate their lives completely. Well, now you don't have that same person to lean on. You don't have each other to lean on to perform small, minor tasks for each other that you might have done, to go run errands, to take care of children in the way you used to. It's a very interesting cost to the other side of divorce, and it's definitely something you need to think about as you're approaching and in the middle of a divorce. Most of us have a fear of the financial impact of divorce and the long-term financial implications. And there's no sugarcoating this. There's almost always a negative financial implication for both sides in a divorce. Before, you had two parties, maybe you had both parties working and contributing, and we were all together and in one household, and we had together expenses. Well, when you get divorced, now you have two households, and each household now has less income, and each household still has the same expenses. Still got to pay for a place to live for each of you, still got to keep it electricity, water, etc. So these are just some of the many financial impacts that you have to consider long-term in a divorce. For me, when I went through divorce, the biggest lesson I learned was all the things I was afraid of, this black cloud of fear I had for the whole process and what it was going to be like afterwards. Almost none of that came true. Most of us live in our fears before divorce or as we're going through it, and we're just afraid of the outcomes and any negative results on the other side. And those almost always never come through to the degree we fear them. We just live in our heads too much, and there's just no need for that. There's a lot of lessons learned in divorce, and the fear doesn't have to be one of them. So no matter how much you dig around, there's still a lot of things that go on in a divorce that people just don't tell you about, that the experience just can't be communicated. And if you've got concerns like this, if you're worried about a divorce, if you're worried about upcoming or being in the middle of your divorce, give us a call. We'd love to listen.